Welcome back to Tech Garage, presented by Advance Auto Parts. Well, today's performance playbook is all about the cooling system, or in this case, lack of one. Josh, you don't even have a cooling system on this car. How do you maintain engine temperatures?
We don't. Essentially, as soon as we start the engine, we've initiated a meltdown process.
Well, how do you keep it from melting down? How do you minimize the temperatures?
A little shorter burnout, get back into the staging lanes quickly, and hope that the guy in the other lane is being honest.
Being honest, what does that mean? Is there a difference?
Yeah, our car runs nitromethane, and some of the cars in our class are top alcohol, so that means alcohol, and they have significantly less charge temperatures.
So they're not going to melt down near as quickly as you are. Once you hit it, you're going quick. Let's talk about a little bit of the aerodynamics.
This car has a front and a rear wing that provide between 3,000 and 4,000 pounds of downforce.
Downforce, so we can just pitch them the other way and take off like an airplane.
Yes, sir.
Well, coolant systems play an important role, not just to keep the engine cool, but there's a huge effect when it comes to performance cars and tuning. Let's check in with John.
This is a 2015 Mustang supercharged, running a TVS supercharger. The cooling system is an upgraded cooling system. It's running an aluminum catch can that will help dissipate the heat a little bit more and faster than the regular plastic catch can. At Advanced Auto Parts, we also use some of their water wetter stuff to help with the temperatures and help kind of cool it down to keep the downstream temperatures cooler. It's important to keep the temperatures down is because the vehicle will actually start to pull timing out as it gets hot. More horsepower, less timing. Supercharger runs its own separate cooling system in a separate tank to help kind of keep those downstream temperatures down as much as possible. It runs a full circulation with the key on. The cooler you can keep your air intake temperature sensor, the more power you can make long term. You can use other things like methanol injection to help cool the air. The cold air intake, where it ports the air from the front bumper, will actually help keep the downstream temperatures down lower. It'll keep the charge temp lower also. Cooler, denser air makes more power. So when you change the thermostat to help keep the temperatures down, the engine is wanting to be cooler, it's circulating the water more. When we program the vehicles, it sometimes will require a cooler thermostat sensor in it in order to make it run a little bit cooler to keep the water circulating through the system.
That's the lowdown from Bernie's. Now it's time for the email question of the week.
John Sam from Huntsville emailed this week. He's got a 2010 Ford Fusion that's getting worse and worse fuel economy. This week it tripped a P0128 code, and he wants to know if that could be related.
Absolutely is, Sam. That's an engine coolant temperature code. Now here's what's going on. The computer can be lying with an engine coolant temperature sensor or a thermostat. We looked at that a little earlier. If the temperature sensor is lying, what's going on is it's thinking the air is a lot colder than it is. That thing's going to be dumping a ton of fuel in there. You're going to get bad gas mileage.
Right, these things can get sludged up. You got to check that.
Yeah, you do, and I can show you it's real easy. There's a temperature chart you can find. It actually shows you exactly what the resistance is, and this one's sitting right there. Now, these are negative or positive coefficient thermistors, and this is a cool demo, because here's how it actually works. I'm going to fire up this torch. You see when I hit that, resistance is dropping and falling down to nothing. Well, that's what's going on. The computer actually takes this resistance value, he calculates it, and he can determine what the temperature is. If he's lying, bad fuel mileage.
Well, on our Charger, you saw we did a full diagnostic on the cooling system. Remember, it was overheating in stop-and-go traffic, a little bit hot on the highway, so we had to do a full diagnostic. Now, a tool we didn't show you that's really handy when you're trying to discover what's wrong is a pyrometer. If you get the engine heated up, you take your pyrometer, scan your radiator, you're looking for cold spots, and that'll tell you exactly if you've got a radiator problem. You can start and finish right there, or if you have to chase down more symptoms.
You know, and I like that. You can shoot the different sides of the heads, you can shoot coolant hoses, you can check for restrictions. That's an awesome tool. We're about out of time for today, so follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. And like always, thanks for watching Tech Garage, where we get you back on the road.
Production assistance for Tech Garage is provided by Chipola College, located in Marianna, Florida. Founded in 1947, Chipola College is a member institution of the Florida College System, with a current enrollment of over 2,000 students. Chipola offers bachelor's and associate degree programs, as well as college credit and workforce development certificates. Chipola was recently ranked as one of the top 3 community colleges in the United States.